I'm a little bit worried. I think Bastian is too, because there is a lot of beer behind us. I think I smell
everything under
trouble.
control. No, he doesn't do it.
Are you
I spoke
sure?
to him before. I told him he should stay away.
Hi, my name is Bastian Schweinsteiger, German legend. You are probably wondering how I got myself in this situation. Watch the entirety of this video to find out. What up, guys? Yesterday, Bayern wrapped up their 10th league title in a row, being the first ever team in Europe's top 5 leagues to do so. And after the final whistle, the celebrations got pretty epic. You knew things were about to get rowdy when, in the post-game show, there's just endless, and I mean endless, transportation of beer going on in the background. Like, seriously, there was just minutes of transportation of these tall glasses. And you just knew that that beer was going to end up on someone that it shouldn't have. But before we get into the Schweinsteiger Super Soaker 2.0, there's a few other moments on the field of celebration that I think are worth taking a look at. Here, I believe we see Sven Ulreich, the backup keeper, walking around just a little too casually for someone who's holding a rather obnoxiously large glass of beer in their hands. Though, I guess for Germans, this amount of beer is considered normal. Anyways, you can see from the start of the clip that Neuer has already taken up a pretty deep defensive position, not turning his back on anyone. And with this, we get a look into the mind of a world-class sweeper keeper. Just naturally, he's got the instincts to not let anything get in behind. And those instincts prove correct, as in the blink of an eye, Ulreich goes to douse him with his beverage. But a combination of excellent diving technique and elite reflexes are enough to keep Neuer pretty dry for the most part. However, he begins to celebrate just a little bit too early here. And after letting his guard down just the slightest, and getting dragged out of his good starting position, he isn't able to react quick enough, as Choupo-Moting makes the most of his one opportunity to drench the German, who honestly did pretty well to dodge most of the alcoholic-based projectile coming his way, but he undoubtedly still got caught here. A little while later, Choupo-Moting goes from aggressor to victim, as when celebrating in front of the cameras, he gets snuck up on from behind and absolutely drowned. This here is like 100% saturation. He got more soaked here than a sponge in a hurricane, and judging by his reaction, he seems to respect the outcome. Game recognized game. Elsewhere, Leon Goretzka is giving, I think, Tolisso, or it's just a member of the coaching staff, I can't tell which, but Goretzka is giving them a little piggyback ride, you know, as fully grown men do. And Lucas Hernandez realizes that while they're in a vulnerable position, there is no better time to strike. As all good defenders know, timing the tackle is key, as he swoops in and manages to douse both of them, hardly wasting a drop in what objectively was the most effective drenching so far. Further up the pitch, Kingsley Coman found himself in an excellent position, in behind the defense, as he gets a pretty good shot in on Nianzou, who then goes on to return the favor to, I believe, Choupo-Moting again. This chain reaction of just a cascade of beer chucks is almost like a game of telephone, but instead of passing on a message, you're just, you know, passing on the drenching of each other in alcohol. Here on a fan cam, we see Leroy Sané utilizing his pace to stay as far away from any potential beer showers as possible. And his instincts proved correct, as a few moments later, a player who let their guard down amidst their celebrations gets absolutely face blasted. From this same fan angle, we get a shot of one of the most clever beer douses in all of the celebratory procedures, as Nianzou hit Choupo-Moting with a nice little, you know, a little casual chuck. From my deep scientific analysis done on all of the footage collected from the celebrations, I think that the player that ended up getting hit with the largest percentage of alcohol thrown was probably Choupo-Moting. And here Nianzou made sure to get him while his glass was empty as well, so he couldn't even retaliate. Truly a 1000 IQ play from the young defender. I think we can expect great things from him in the future. Later on, Mark Roca tries to sneak attack, I think it's Alphonso Davies, I'm not 100%, but it quickly becomes apparent after the initial sneak attack by Roca fails, that there is a rather large disparity in pace between the two. In Davies in the open field, easily gets the better of him. This was like watching a rhino trying to run down a cheetah. There's only gonna be one winner out here. Now, we have reached the point in the celebrations when the players have pretty much all drenched each other in beer. And you can tell they are getting a little reckless now because back in the interview section, Schweini keeps looking over his shoulder and scanning the field, you know, the mark of a world-class midfielder. Cut to Thomas Muller, who I think we all know could have possibly been a serial killer in another timeline where he didn't discover football. But in this timeline, he is enjoying a nice brewski as he looks around to sneak up on an unsuspecting victim, and Schweinsteiger is that man's. After Muller smacks Schweini in the face, with beer moving at a pretty intense velocity as well, he lets out a primal scream, as Pavard then comes flying in with pace and delivers the second blow, with more beer traveling seemingly at the speed of gale force winds. After the Muller drenching, Arne Friedrich, I actually don't know how to pronounce it, but Arne here exhibits some symptoms of acute alcoholism, as he seems just a little too focused and maybe just a little too excited for finally getting some beer for himself.
Finally we got some beer too.
But hey, who am I to judge a German for enjoying their beer? Anyways, that about wraps up everything we saw from the celebrations. So what did we learn from all of this? We learned that Manuel Neuer, even in his growing age, still has all of the qualities that you need in order to be an elite goalkeeper. Choupo-Moting would make an excellent human sponge. Arne here may want to cut back on the drinking, and Thomas Muller is probably clinically insane. Thank you guys so much for watching my video today. As always, if you liked it, leave a like. If you really liked it, leave a comment as well. Let me know what you thought. Any bit of engagement from you guys really goes far to help the channel and get the video out to even more people. And if you're not subscribed, then that's a problem that we can fix pretty quickly right now. Really quick. Just hit the subscribe button. Boom, problem solved. Easy money. I make videos on football topics every single day. So if you liked this video, then you'll probably like the other ones. Subscribing is free. Why not do it? Anyways, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day today. Peace out. Take it easy.